Hi everyone, welcome back to Crochet Rocks. Tracy here, and to another open with me. And this is a new Crochet Now magazine with a few extras. So the eagle-eyed viewer will see I've got a different table, and don't worry, this is not a crack, it's just the sort of pattern that runs through it. So it's a bit noisy though when I put things down. Hopefully it's going to be okay, but I do have a cup of tea there to pick up and put down. Anyway, while I'm getting into this bag, which is usually pretty strong, very strong, if you haven't already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, oh my god, and the notification bell, and goodness, hopefully you'll be informed when new videos pop up. So I've had people say that they used to get magazines, but the bags split and they lose their goodies out of them. Well, they must have really been through something to actually split these bags. Okay, we're in. Okay, let's get rid of this, although it does have something. 84 patterns you'll love. 3 treats for you. And mix and match amigurumi. 3 crochet hooks for every reader, but I think you have to send off for it. So we have an adorable amigurumi book of animals, 52 mix and match pieces to make. I guess that just means you could put that hat on that amigurumi rather than have 52 different animals. We've also got this Stylecraft Summer Crochet 11 essential patterns, which we'll have a look at the end. But for now, we'll just concentrate on the actual magazine. They've still got the Bella Coco bit, which is also always very small and tiny, but it's always there. We've got a Mindful Mandala, crochet with colour, trendy garments, bonus pattern books from Stylecraft and Crochet Society. Is that from Crochet Society then? Oh yes, so it is. That's the amigurumi one. We've got this blanket, says 4 in there. There's Shaun the Sheep, toys to make, and obviously I think that's grommet. Mix and match yarns, Tunisian crochet cross stitch, skill boosting sampler blanket, and terrific textures. Now I wouldn't have recognised that as Shaun the Sheep and as grommet, although now I know I can see it, but I wouldn't have necessarily. I just thought it was a dog and perhaps a sheep, but never mind, that's what they are, dog and sheep. Okay, so that's just the hello bits. Let's have a look. We have more pictures. We've got this pullover, which has got a bit baggy sleeving going on. I'm not really keen. I'm hoping that hat's in this book because it looks knitted, and it has a bit of a very close vibe going on, so it looks decent actually. So we've got someone with the, oh, is it David Attenborough? Okay, it's David Attenborough with the whole world in his hands, and we've got a shawl, I believe that is, rather than a scarf. Can't tell, but I think it is. And that's just an advert. That's another one. So, we've got new yarn here by Beautiful Botanica from Cascade. I've never seen that yarn. Looks quite interesting, but I've not felt it. Don't know if it's soft or not. Incidentally, I just unboxed some of the softest, most beautiful yarn yesterday. So if you haven't seen that, there will be a link at the end of the video to it. You know, when the 4 videos come in. So, yeah, watch out for that. Introducing Sostrine Green. Okay, is that the yarn or the hook there? Yarn, okay. I've never seen that before. I don't know where you have to go on the website to get it. One, don't know how much expensive that would be either. Follow your passion. So this is people sending bits in. Obviously made a Ken bag. Elvis has entered the building. So we've got yarn called Elvis, DK. Right, okie dokie. I don't know. I call it that for. Show us your makes. Here we go. More people sending in their bits. Very thin magazine today, I have to say. Lots of adverts. Over and Out woven wrap. So, yes, it is a wrap. It's triangular. Looks a bit like a wide scarf, really, doesn't it? I know a lot of wraps do seem that way, but when I make mine, I tend to make them a bit wider. But that one's by Alice Tarry. Lots of ends, but they've been cunningly made into tassels. This is Shaun the Sheep. I'm not sure then. We've got Super Cute Shaun, Timmy and Bitzer will appeal to fans of all ages and are so much fun to make. So actually that's not Gromit, it's Timmy, I think. Or is this Timmy? Maybe that's Bitzer. No idea. I don't know who they are. Guess we'll find out. So Shaun obviously is first. And then we've got Bitzer. So Bitzer's the dog. Okay, not Gromit. After all, see, I didn't recognise Gromit, did I? I knew I wouldn't. Anyway, that's how to do those bits. Sunset Stitches. We've got some new yarn. So this batik element swirl by Stylecraft, I was considering getting some of that for my shop. If you haven't found my shop already, it's hobbyrocks.co.uk, and I do ship worldwide. And I was going to get some of that, maybe when I do my next Stylecraft. So this is Yarnsmith's Free Spirit Aran. Very similar to a lot of other yarns. So what did we say? This is selling at $4.75, the elements. The King Cole Homespun Prism, which is this one, $3.19 is their kind of suggested price. And it says Yuletide on it, but it doesn't look very Christmassy, really. It's got teals and pinks and a dicky bird on the front. And then we've got this Marshmallow by Wool Warehouse. That's £4.39. This Yarnsmith's one was the one that I was kind of interested in. That's the Free Spirit, £4.50. Looks quite nice. I like the look of that. This West Yorkshire Spinners, I always like the look of them, but I'm never sure on the texture. I always feel, because they are sort of got wool in them mostly. And so this is sock yarn. It's called Jazz. It's $10.95 though. It's more expensive than all the others. Advert, another one. Sugar and Spice Throw by Rosina Plain. This one. So it's kind of like the, we all have them, don't we? The round going into a square kind of thing. But this one has ridges. So obviously a lot of back looping and front looping. This is the one I was interested in. It's called Fairy Wren Tunisian Beanie by Zara Powter. That's why it looks knitted, isn't it? Should we get a little close-up? It really does look different. I've not made a Tunisian beanie, so I've quite fancied that, I have to say. Looks quite nice. Kerry's Journal. I'm so inspired by some of your makes. Okay. And then we've got the Hazy Dew Slipover. Otherwise known as tank tops or tabards. And it goes from a small up to a 3XL. It's made by Drops Team, but it's just row after row of UK treble US double crochet, so not very difficult at all. Subscribe to Crochet Now and get free yarn winder. Whoa, get a ball winder. I guess, I don't know how big it is. It might be one of those 50-gram ones. Don't know because it doesn't say. But that's different, getting a yarn winder. It's not the most technical one. It's got quite a fat handle. I can't say whether it's a good one or not. It just looks like one of the basic 50-gram ball ones. But if you haven't got one and you want one, how much will it set you back? Let's have a look. $19.99 every 3 months, or $79.99, £80 really, for 13 issues. So £20 for 3, £80 for 13, and that's how you do it there if you wanted that. Or you might just think, I don't know, they cost a bit between, like, I don't know, the little 50-gram ball ones. Who makes this one? Can we see? Knit Pro. It's actually a Knit Pro one, so it's not a bad make, but I do think it is the small one. So yeah, don't know how much they are, not looked. This is Sprig the Dragon by Caden Brown. Fancy making a dragon? There we go, that's how to do that. We have Flutter of Light Wall Hanging by Jane Howarth. You know I don't like wall hangings, but you know, there are probably lots of people who do. Then we've got some charts for the butterflies. I think if I did these, I would probably make them a bit brighter colours than that. But there you go. They are quite snazzy. Then we've got a few adverts, which I might get one for myself one day, but they were rather expensive, I have to say. So I kind of declined just lately at the moment anyway. So we've got regional shops. Now, these are the ones that people voted for. And favourite yarn brands. No surprise to me that the one that came out on top was Stylecraft. It is the yarn I sell the most of and the yarn I have the most of now. Best of British yarns, West Yorkshire Spinners. And then Rowan. And then Jameson's of Shetland. Best knitting needles come out as Knit Pro. Don't know about that. Clover then Chalgrew. I can't see it. I think the tulips are way above the others. Have to say, the Knit Pro Mellow though, yeah, they are gorgeous, and I'm almost sold out of them now. So I can see it with those ones. Best online retailer, well, that's not me, is it? So we're moving on. Best independent pattern designer, Janie Crow, Debbie Bliss or Attic24. Best pattern design house is Rowan. Don't know about that. Stylecraft after that, I don't know. I'm not really up on all their patterns. But if I was to actually say who I think had really good patterns all last year, it'd be Serdar, because of the stories range and the festival wear. I think they were really up there. Best online personality is Sarah of Black Sheep Walls. No, it's not. It's me. Best yarn for babies, Stylecraft Bambino. I do stock that. Best yarn show is Yarndale. One of these days I might go. And favourite indie yarn brand, For the Love of Yarn. Not had that myself. Best workshop and classes, Black Sheep Walls. Well, if you need to have classes, I've never really checked them out. Regional shops, South West. Yarn for the Soul, Truro Wool, Pins and Needles in Wiltshire. Up into North, Black Sheep Wools, Crafts of Thirsk and Yarn, etc. The South East, so where I could actually visit, the Lost Sheep Wool Shop, doesn't say where it is, Loop London and Over the Hook Yarn Studio, doesn't say where they are. In Scotland, Wool for You, EWE, Yarn Cake and the Wee Crafty Owl. And then we've got in the Midlands, Hue and Ply, quite like that, not like Hue and Cry, but the Wool Lady and Wool Zone. In Wales, Abercan, Bumblebee and Woolcroft. Can't say I've ever seen any of those shops, but you know, I do love a good yarn shop. In fact, I think I need to do some yarn quests soon. This is Sue Pearson's A Patch of Colour Wrap. So it's a bit block colour. You can see it better on this picture here. Got a little bit of texture going through with this one though. A little bit of loopy lace and up there on the shoulder of that one. That's how to do all those. We've got more adverts. Tactile Sleeve Sweater by Lauren Willis. Now, it's a bit short in the body for my liking and a bit fat in the arms, but other than that, I would have to kind of redesign it if I did this for me. Extra small up to a 5XL though, so big size range for that one. More adverts. And then we've got Alyssa, the mandala. This delicate, versatile mandala is the perfect spring accessory for your home. Doesn't say who does this one, don't think. Can't see. Oh, yeah. Tayu Purnamasari. Try saying that in a mouthful of food. Patch Perfect Blanket by Lisa Hendry. That's a bit more up my street. I'm not sure about this. I don't know. I guess it's meant to look tatted, but yeah, I don't know. What do you think? It's got some interesting textures going on though. Interesting. So David Attenborough. Make your very own David Attenborough by Melissa Watson with a world in his hands. It goes on quite a bit actually because I suppose it's a bit intricate. More adverts. And then we've got a book club. So this is The Year of Granny Squares by Kylie Maletta. By Search Press, it's $14.99. I don't understand though. I mean, I like a book. I do. I like to thumb through them. I like to review them, and I also like to see them and think, oh, that must give me a bit of inspiration to do something like that. But there's so many free ones now. There's free ones everywhere, all over YouTube. This is called Peekaboo Cushion, and by Lisa Hendry, and it's got these little bits of colour peeking through, which is quite interesting and different. Incidentally, just a little bit of aside knowledge, Peekaboo used to be the name of a company that I had. Well, it wasn't a company, I didn't register it, but I had this, I was a sole trader back in the day, and Peekaboo was the name of that company. Well, sole trader. Caroline Warren has made this crochet along. This is part 12, so it's been going on quite a long time, and it's probably the final square. Yeah, it is the final square, because I thought, with 12, that's quite a bit. Now this one is called the Bera Balloon Stitch Cowl. Now I've done the balloon stitch, and I showed it once on my channel. I didn't do the tutorial, but I did show it. It's very weird to make, and yeah, it comes up. It does look very lumpy and odd, but I liked doing it. It is strange. This is by Rosalie Reeves. If you've never had a go at it, it's nice and easy, although fiddly, and once you get your head around it, it's like everything else. So this is called Ziggy Pop Blanket. So it does have a lot of zigzaggy things, and then it goes a bit straight on the edges, on the ends. So that's the kind of chart for it. We've got coloured dots, and this is by Melanie Poulter. Does like her colours by the looks of it. They are nice. It's a variegated yarn, because you can tell this one's yellow and green, this spot. So, yeah, nice. Different. Not just your usual run-of-the-mill. There's your free crochet hook if you want to go get it. This is the Bella Coco Crochet Chronicle. I hate saying that. I don't do that sort of thing very well. But, yeah, she's showing us how to do a bar stitch on this one. And this is a warm floral hottie cover. I do have a hot water bottle cover. It's a Christmas one, but it also can be used as a gift blanket, because gift bag, sorry, because I didn't tighten it up at the end like that. But this one's by Zoe Pottrack, and it's got tulips on. Tulips. And then we've got the usual abbreviations and all the shizzle that goes on with that. And then in the next one, we've got Wanderlust. All aboard, join us as we jet around the world with makes for all the family that will inspire you to embark on a trip of a lifetime. And we've got adorable amigurumi in a balloon. We have this kind of cover-up, I would call it. We have a caravanner's blanket. My sister would love that. She does. She has a caravan. She's in a club and she goes off everywhere in it. So if she saw that, she would want me to make it. And then we've got this very nice summer wrap. I've just made a summer scarf, which you could turn into a wrap. In fact, I do have a summer wrap. And inside the next one, we've got a free crochet hook and stitch marker from Bella Coco. I'm sure she didn't make them. They just have a name on them. I always think that's a bit weird when they do that. Okay, so Sharma Moore. We're talking mental health and crochet challenges with Shana, the designer behind Box 23. So this is what they're, obviously plug in their box. Okay, so that is the actual magazine. And here is the Stylecraft one. We'll do that one first. But before I do, I'm just going to have some of my tea because it's probably going cold. I really don't know why I do that. Make a cup of tea and then do something that's going to make me talk for ages so I don't drink it. But I do that all the time. Very, very weird, but it's gone now. Anyway, Stylecraft Summer Crochet, 11 essential patterns from your favourite brand. And I have to say, it's one of my favourite brands of yarn. Quick accessories and trendy garments to style your summer. Okay, let's get in. Here we go. We have this, which is a little bit more warm because it's quite closely crocheted. We've got this kind of girly tank top. We have another one, but it's a bit high neck. We've got a cowl. We've got another waistcoat. We've got this kind of vest top tunic. We've got a ziggy zaggy cardigan, one with diamonds, and a scarf. Okay, so this one is called Summer Sunshine Wrap, and it's by Jennifer Mori. It's got funny font. I think it says Mori. I'm not sure. Desert Plains top. This is the Stylecraft design team have come up with this. So not just one person. You know, I mean, quite weird sitting around a table saying, I think you should put this stitch in. No, let's put this stitch. Don't know. Weird. But never mind. There's all the how to do bits. We have this one, which is called the Dune Tie Side Vest by Victoria B Designs. There she is at the bottom there. Ties up at the side, more of a tabard thing. I think if you made that extra long, you could make it in, and that sounds bad, but you could make it into a pinny, you know, so that you didn't splash stuff over yourself when you're cooking. Just saying. Good cover up, really. But I won't look at that and think I must make one of those and wear it. That's not really my thing, baby. I don't do that sort of stuff. So there, what's these? Spring into Stylecraft. We're rounding up some favourite spring patterns from Stylecraft. So, I don't know, I think you have to buy these. What's this one? Silver Linings Waistcoat. This is by Stylecraft Design Team again. And they go first sizes to fit bust 81 to 86. I don't really do metric, so I haven't got a clue what that is. And it goes, there's 5 sizes up to 122 to 127. Yep, I think they've kind of surpassed my metric knowledge somehow. This is the Mint Margarita cowl. Quite nice, beautiful colour. Of course, they've used all Stylecraft yarns in all of these. This is by Jane Howarth. And this one, the Cherry Blossom Sleeveless Tee by the Stylecraft Design Team again. It's quite baggy, isn't it? It's quite flared, is the word I'm thinking of. Doesn't look difficult. The Spectral Swirl jacket by Stylecraft Design Team. I think this is to show off one of their new swirly cakes that I said I might get. Oh no, it's in Knit Me Crochet Me, which I do have in my shop. In fact, I do have that colour. It's nice to see something made with it, to see how it would work up if you crochet. That is beautiful. I like the way that works up. I like the kind of downward zigzag as well. It's got a bit of a vibe going on. Sorry about my table. It's ceramic, so it's a bit noisier than the last one. This is Lauren Mills. Willie? Oh, I don't know. I hate that font. How ridiculous is that? Willis, maybe. I don't know. Use normal font. It just doesn't look right. Bubble and Chic cardigan. The sleeves are too puffy for me, but, you know, it does... I know it will look nice on a lot of people. It just probably wouldn't on me. From an extra small to a 5XL, that's pretty big size range. And there it is at the back, quite nice looking. But as I say, the sleeves are a bit too lumpy and puffy. This is quite nice. The Summer Shells scarf. I just made a summer one with a mandala to celebrate the fact that I'm going to be stocking them very soon. But this is by the Stylecraft Design Team again. It's very pretty. I like this one, the Sunburst top. If I made it for me, I'd have to make it that long because this is probably one of the worst bits of my body. I wouldn't want to show it off. I used to love it, but not so much these days. And this, is by Tiam Safari, I think that says. Tiam Safari. But it's quite pretty. It's very lacy. Yeah, I quite like that. Not the length of it, though. Not one of these people who can do midriff anymore, unfortunately. So stock up your stash. They're now telling you about all of the Stylecraft yarns. So that's one supplement. And then, this is why I bought this magazine, because it's not one I'm subscribed to anymore. I had to limit them because I was just spending too much money on subscriptions. So this one I saw in the shop and I thought, there's 3 books in that. I will definitely give this one a little look. So this is the Crochet Society, the pocketbook of adorable animals, 52 mix and match pieces. So the word pieces, I think, refers to their accessories, like this bucket bag, ice cream. What would you call that? Pumpkin? Double pumpkin? yeah, we've got kind of a Halloween vibe going on this cat. So obviously the hat's one piece, the broom is another. So there we go. They're quite nice. Let's give them a little bit more of a look. Yeah, they've used all King Cole yarn on these, I think. This is the hippo. You can turn to page 22 for your beach holiday. And this one is the cat for Halloween. It's nice that they're doing other things, you know, so that, you know, you don't just want to see things to make for Halloween, maybe near Halloween, if you want to get ahead of yourself. This is an Easter rabbit, well, it's just passed. And these patterns are worked in the amigurumi style in a spiral without slip stitching or turning chains. That's a rhino. I did sort of see the horn, but I'm helped by the fact that it says rhino. This is a red panda. Now, I wouldn't have known that. I would have looked at that and thought it was a fox because of the colour. I'm really useless at identifying amigurumi unless it's obvious. Now, this is a unicorn, but I looked at that and thought the nose looked like a pig. So it was a pig with a horn. But, you know, just saying, it's a unicorn. Maybe it's a unipig. That's a dog. That's actually kind. That's a monkey. I actually get these. So this is a Christmas dog and a birthday monkey. So I think these are the accessories that are making it all those pieces. And we've got a lion and a bear. Heads. We're talking about heads now. We're getting into the how to do. Bodies. So maybe these are like one body and these limbs. You can fit them on everything, but just change the colours. Noses. We've got several noses. So that's not bad, is it? The way that they've sectioned this book out. So we're talking about arms and stuff. And then we've got the cat. Obviously, the cat's a little bit different. Then they do the rabbit. I like that. Rhino. I like the way they section that off. Then we've got this red panda that I didn't think was. The unicorn that looks like a pig, but pignicorn. Then we've got the dog. So yeah, you go do the how to do-y bits and little tips and stuff. And then we get on to the actual. So we've got the monkey. Do the monkey with me. We've got the lion. Bear. I like the bear, funnily enough. And Halloween. So we now take our attention to the hat, the broom and the pumpkin, the birthday cake and hat and balloon. And then we've got Easter, so we've got the basket of eggs and the beach day. So yeah, I like the way it's set out. We've got the Christmassy bits. Well, that was kind of cool. I actually did like that book. I'm not an amigurumi person, but I have to say, I quite like that one. So what do you think of this particular edition? They've got lots and lots. It's jam-packed. The actual magazine, not particularly a thick one. It does have a few patterns in. It says it's got 84, but I don't see how there'd be 84 in there. But with all of this combined, then we've got quite a lot of patterns. I like the Stylecraft book. I like this, although I'm not one that makes them. You never know one of these days. Gary keeps my partner. He does keep kind of saying, make toys, make some toys. But I do have one thing in mind to make because his daughter's having a baby and I want to make something. But I can't really, I've kind of been thinking about how I'm going to work it. But it is a toy. That's all I will say on it. Anyway, that's the book. Let me know what you think, what you like, what you don't like, and if there is anything. And, well, thank you for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye for now, then.